Now over there, the other side on the mainland, just we're on an island at the moment, but over there is the mainland. And there's US cargo ship over on that side, on the mainland. And it's here. It's named, what it's called? It's a US States naval ship, William McLean. And there you go. Hope you can see that. Okay. So, what I'm trying to say to you is I don't really normally do things like this because I want to improve people's personal development. But what I'm trying to say to you is you can have this life and you can have those stories yourself. You know, because I think in my everyday life I get frustrated by people. Oh, I'm lucky I've done it right. I get frustrated by people because I've done acting courses up in London, I've lived in London, I've had a fitness instructor who's taught famous people. That's not what I'm talking about. I think people settle for less, and I've had so many experiences, it shows my character. And I want to give that to you. It's not that I'm bigger or better or smarter. I think I want to be your teacher so that you can get more from life rather than just settling for your box. It's got nothing to do with social class. Because people can become addicted to their social class and power, and in the end it doesn't make them happy. Well, they might think they're happy, but because I've done it for so long, it might not have the same effect on them, and I think that's how it is. For example, my new life will be abroad. I'm a TEFL teacher, and if you teach TEFL as a foreign language, it's life-changing. Because you're outside your own culture and you learn new skills, new tricks. The van life's the same. You're outside the normal system of Great Britain. I am, the United Kingdom, and I've learned new tricks too. But I think what happens is habits, routines, paying the mortgage. There's more to life than just paying the mortgage. And because I'm just starting this YouTube channel, when you start everything's hard. You don't have the right equipment, you don't know how to display things properly, everything's just awkward and messy. And you have to get used to that. Because for me to get fluency in doing YouTube, it's probably going to take me 6 months a year. And it's the exact same with English grammar with a student. They might have a problem with a grammar point. They don't understand it now, but they might understand it in a month or 3 months. You will learn that grammar point when it's right for you, and it's the exact same with anything. 6-pack, 1 year for me to get it. My degree took 8 years. TEFL I had to do twice. I failed it first time, I had to do it again, and I did. And what I'm trying to say to you is, nothing is easy, and I think that's the problem. I remember when I worked hard for money and I studied hard, and I really right into the grind, and I did it. However, as I keep saying and keep repeating, and it's so important you understand this, you can only get this life that I have after you've done the grind. And I've been on my own for 15 years, and I've had opportunities to be with women I was attracted to, but I declined because my future life is more important. And you people think, well, why is a future life so important? Because I have my goals and my objectives, and when you have it all together, you won't settle just for what's available. You'll settle for something which is similar to you. And once you've met all the people, as I have, it changes you. For example, when I was up in London doing my acting courses, it really was good. I really enjoyed it. I lived up in London, lived in Romford. I really enjoyed it. And it was a wonderful experience to live in London and do my acting classes. It really was good. What I'm trying to say to you is I just done part-time. I was just there on a Saturday, and I did another 4-day course somewhere else. And I really enjoyed getting into acting, and through doing the acting, I get into English literature. I really love Old English, really like it. I love Shakespeare. But what I'm trying to say to you is I think there's more to life than just working for money and buying stuff. And I think if you get into nature like me, I love my life. And I think when you are in nature, you're more in balance. I love being with interesting characters and all that. I love all that. For instance, today I've done my fitness, and as usual in the gym, I'm in the top 5%. I'm not saying I'm the best, because there's always people better than me. But generally speaking, I'm in the top 5% in most gyms. But I wouldn't say in all gyms, because there will be exceptions. Because I remember I was down Dover and I had this little conversation. And this fit instructor says people copy everyone else. And I noticed down there there's a very good rope sequence for pulling the rope. And I thought, well, they're imagining that they're pulling an anchor. I love all that. I'm sure I can't show you. But what I'm trying to say to you is travel, have the experiences, and then you're much more sharper. Whereas, if you just grind it out, stay in your box, go and work in your box, how can you possibly change that to get another life like me? How do you change it? Well, you have to do little steps. The way I would do it is I would do day camping. Nice weather, a little portable table, and just get used to being in nature. But one thing I've found on my travels, people by the sea are more calmer, generally, in my experience. I think it's because the sea's healing and it's calming. Whereas if you are in, whereas if you just stay in one area and it's all you know, you become a specialist in one area, whatever it is. And I think that's how the system's wired. It's to make people work for money, get used to one system, keep working for money. I personally believe my system's better, and that is to have freedom. And if for example, if I didn't have money, what would I do? Imagine I didn't have financial independence, and my dividends weren't so good as they are today. What would I do? I would go on the internet and I would research to where I could live and I could earn the money and it was okay for me to live there, the life I do. So because I'm mobile, I can relocate and go to where the work is. And I personally believe that councils should accommodate this freedom of movement of people who've got it all together with no bad habits and clean, to be able to go to areas where the work is. Because I think housing traps people. For example, you could be in housing in one area but you've lost your job. There's no work in your area, but you have to relocate if you want to get the work. Because generally speaking in life happens, and it's very hard to solve a problem if you're in the wrong area at the wrong time. And I think with my skill set, I'm mobile and I can be abroad. I mean, I can be anywhere abroad. It's not easy, and I can make money. Because I've got skills which are valuable. And I remember when I did, I'm going to give this little caveat today, a little bonus at the end. I remember the owner of the TEFL school said to me, if you're well presented and attractive, it helps teaching. And I asked him, I said, well, why is that? He says, well, if you have to look at somebody for an hour, what would you rather have? Now, I know that is discriminatory, but it's true. I've even heard it in fitness classes. I used to do fit for fitness classes. And I've even heard that. They like the attractive person teaching them because it's pleasing on the eye. And life is different to what you think. And I think that's a good thing about YouTube. You can meet people who've got all those experiences to share them with you. Because I do trading. I will be going abroad. I don't need to work. It's a bit dusty. And I think if you don't have the money pressures, you can study and your life you're just going up. But when I was grinding it out, when I'd done the grind, because I'd done it for over 5 years, more or less, I didn't feel like I was going up. You know why that is? Because when you're doing the grind, all you can think about is doing the grind. Doing your routines and doing your grind. And I think the situation I have is I look forward to being abroad and having my interesting conversations in the city where I'm going. Because I know where I'm going, I will meet interesting characters. And I'm going to share that with you actually. Now, the way most people do it is they go to seminars and they specialise in one area, and well, trading's my thing. I love trading, but I did go to seminars, but I'm probably better to go international because I meet people more like me, but I'm not doing that. What's happening is I am going abroad and I will be teaching English, and because I'm in a city I will meet other people that I will have wonderful conversations with. Interesting, isn't it? Because when I lived in Bratislava for 3 years, I met a lot of interesting characters there. Writers, and it really is amazing the people you can meet. And because that's how capital cities are, and because you are a native speaker of English, you attract other native speakers around the world and you have those wonderful conversations. And I think a lot of people in the UK who just do a job, pay the bills, pay the money, there's more to life. Because they talk about finance, compounding, and it is true actually, money does compound over time. But it's also the same with personal development. Now, if you read books on millionaires, I'm going to share it with you too, you will find that you have to work on your personal development, get rid of your bad habits, and change your bad habits to good habits. That's what the books tell you, more or less. You have to focus on your personal development and grind it out. Because it's just like I do my fitness is a discipline, very important to me. I do my nutrition, very important to me. I do my education, my French every day, very important to me. Because it's all those little habits, good habits, over time they build up, and over time you go up. I think the problem with the UK and the computers and everything, people want instant, everything today. And the problem is getting it all together is long, slow and hard. It is possible to buy a share at the right price. It can go right up extremely quickly. It is possible, but it's highly unlikely. And if it was easy, everyone would be doing it, wouldn't they? Because to get good at anything or to work in your personal development takes discipline. And hopefully, over time, I may be able to help you get more from life. Anyway, I'm going off now. Enjoy your day.